May of 2012.
I like this story.
They had purchased their brand new home August of 2011. Unfortunately, things had changed, so by May of 2012, we were thinking about short selling the home. Well, they wanted to try to do a loan modification to do everything they could to stay in the home, and unfortunately, they were denied. The most exciting news that they could ever have heard was that they were denied, because get this, I called the new home sales who is sold out, and from May of 2012 till today, when we listed it, the value is now $420,000. Our sellers are going to walk away with money in their pocket. They're not going to have a short sale on their record. I mean, it was just so exciting. I mean, I was like, you got denied. This is the most exciting news that I've ever heard in my life.
Exciting news right here, because you got denied.
Absolutely. And so with that, you know, it was just very exciting to see that values are going up. And so for homeowners that even bought at the height of the market, you know, I'm excited. I bought at the very height of the market. I bought May of 2005. And
so Jeannine Walker with Realty is right there with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel your pain.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But you know what? I see the benefit of sticking with it if you can, of course. And the thing about real estate is that it always comes back. And so we're seeing that right now. And we're seeing in some areas even a double-digit increase over the last 6 months.
Yeah.
So it's exciting.
It is. Appreciation's a phenomenal thing. Dawn and I were talking about it on the way over here today. It makes everyone feel better, including private institutions. So what we're going to see now is, as right now, all of our lending, 80% of our lending, but I'm going to say locally about 95% of our lending is Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, or FHA or VA. Well, that's all government lending. So as we have appreciation, the banks are going to come up with their own private products again. Now, no, we're not going to go back to the no-doc days, but they're going to, but they are going to come up with private products that have flexibility in different areas.
Yes.
Maybe for the self-employed borrower who's had a really hard time right now buying in today's market. It's been very challenging.
Well, that'll come back, but it'll be with an equity position, 20-25%. I'm sure to make the investor feel more comfortable with the risk factor. An
equity position and a pretty substantial asset reserve position as well, Don.
And a higher interest rate, probably.
Yeah, most likely.
But that's okay. If you can get into a home, it's well worth it. But especially right now, I mean, you guys have to agree. This is one of the, Shirley, you touched on a little bit, and just if you tuned in, we're with Shirley Erpenbach and Jeannine Walker with Realty Executives, a dynamic real estate professional team out here with Realty Executives, and sharing with us. And you were just talking earlier about the inventory and the importance of what you have to do to get your offer accepted. And you touched on it a little bit, but I want to give you out there some real hardcore tips, because we want to help you avoid frustration. There's nothing more frustrating right now than saying, yep, we're ready to buy a home, a bigger home, a new home, an investment property or whatever, and put in multiple offers. We're talking, we have some buyers in our portfolio that we're pre-approved with that have been looking for months and months. But you have some tips, and I know you have some insider information, as I mentioned, that will help buyers get into homes that normally wouldn't have that opportunity. Am I right?
Yes, you are, Don.
Yay.
We work with a lot of investors, and one of our investors is probably one of the biggest in Southern California. And with that, since I help him with so many of the different facets of buying homes in Santa Clarita, he's from out of area, so he has no clue about our Santa Clarita market.
Except he knows it's a good market.
He knows it's a really good market.
And
he buys as many as he can buy here. And I keep telling him we have such a shortage of inventory. Of course, our prices are climbing so fast. So he's even paying more than what he comps it for, than that he feels comfortable with, because he knows that it'll sell in days. But the nice thing with our investors is we get first choice for our buyers with those properties that other people don't get, because I do work so closely with them. So
they may never even know they came on the market.
Yes,
but your buyers do.
Yes, our buyers do. I just showed one a few days ago, and it won't be on the market till next week. And my buyer says that he is writing an offer. So, that's what his first call to me was. Do you have any homes that aren't on the market yet? I said, as a matter of fact, I do. I work with an investor, and he has a couple that are right in your price range. We went right over there, and he fell in love with it. So, what a great thing. And being in the business for so long, we get that extra added bonus, to help our buyers.
Well,
That's huge.
And I want to clarify something because it may seem unfair, right, to someone who's listening. Well, that's unfair. I've been looking for a house on Redfin for a month. Well,
good luck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good luck. So it's not unfair. It just happens to be, it makes life easier for your seller as well because you can help them choose a market price offer that's going to give him what he wants without the stress of having to look at 52 different offers, or sometimes even if homes are occupied, maybe with a tenant or something like that, without having them trample through the house over and over and over again. So you're simplifying your seller or your investor's life as well. So it's not unfair to the buying community. It's making your seller's life easier.
Well, my investor's really competitive, and he never wants his competitors to know what he's buying the homes for or anything else. So if he can sell them before he puts them in the MLS, that's always his first choice. He sets the price, and that's what it is. But it is a competitive price, and it is a price that will sell.
So it's okay. You haven't. These are a couple of things because I wanted to touch on. You have an investor that has homes that aren't always on the market for others to see. But also, Jeannine, I know, I'll let you touch on this because you both are part of the same group that I'm part of. But there's also an advantage being part of networks with the top, not just any, we're talking the top real estate professionals in our area. And I know that's a distinct advantage as well.
Absolutely, Don. The biggest thing that I always say is sometimes it's not always what you know, but who you know and the relationships that you have with them, because building the career that Shirley and I have, when we submit an offer to another agent, they know that the job is going to get done. So, with our networking group and working with those people, they know the value of our offers. They see the value of, accepting our offer over the next because they know that that is going to result in a closed transaction. So the relationships that we've built over the last 15, 20, for me, even 25, won't say
Since
plus
you were
years.
10.
Absolutely, thank you. Years is just really critical. So working with a local professional is huge in today's market. I hate to say that, not that we don't like outsiders, but we don't know your track record.
Well, that's the thing.
That's fair, though. That's a fair statement. I mean, this show's very real, very fair, very honest, and we wanted you to know that out there.
Well, it has to do with that accountability, right? If you turn your head the wrong way here in this town, everybody will know.
Yes.
And so if you don't close your deals regularly, everybody will know, and you can't get your offers accepted. So having a good track record, you're right. It's not because the outsider doesn't maybe have a good offer or maybe a good buyer. It's because the outsider, nobody knows. It's the uncertain. And
That's
nobody
correct.
wants to deal with the uncertain when they have something that has a proven track record locally with a history accountable to our community here in town.
Well, and you girls are so professional that you're protecting your seller. You're protecting your buyer by working with local professionals. That way you can protect them. You can't protect them with somebody you don't know. Very
That's
difficult.
very true.
All right. So we know that we have insider information with Shirley Erpenbach and Jeannine Walker with Realty Executives. And now we have one more last segment. We've been holding this back because we're going to go over some tips of why some houses sell and why some don't. Because there are definite tricks to getting full price or more, and you'll be shocked at how much prices are going up and how your home may have been short sale candidate, may not today. When we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. We'll be right back. Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. We're with